from the northern part and the eastern part, adjacent to the outside. Can you give Carl a ring? And okay, that's brilliant. Cheers, Dave. Thanks. Right, cheers, bye. Yeah, he's going to make a phone call to the supervisor that will phone you, Dave. So sorry, mate.
Thank you.
But you know, it's part of the job. But so that's the sand will be cleared, but this is going to keep coming back until the maintenance, which is that this is raked and something is done about the wind, which needs protection somehow.
But we've had members of the public complaining about this, and people have emailed us through hancocksfollies.com saying that the tennis courts are a danger because of the amount of sand that's blown on there. You've been on there. There is sand, a lot of sand on there, and it's slippery. At the end of the day, when they run around, that's dangerous, is it not?
If it is slippery, then yes, I would agree that is dangerous.
Yeah.
But as adults, you wouldn't necessarily walk on an icy pond or something like that. You should make the assessment yourself. If you think something's dangerous or you slip on it, you wouldn't do it, would you?
Yeah, but someone could slip on the sand and hit their head against the metal railings here.
I don't know. My honest opinion is that people are human beings. They take a bit of responsibility for themselves, and you know, you don't walk in the middle of the road. We don't have railings along the side of the road to stop people walking across the road, do we?
What about children, though? You know, children that run around and all the rest of it. They can slip on the sand, hit their head on the railings. It's dangerous.
There's lots of things that are dangerous to children. But again, as a parent, it's down to you to look after your child. So you don't walk down the road, down a busy road, without holding the hand of your child, do you?
No,
if you identify something that you feel is dangerous, then you will protect your child.
I don't think most parents would think that an area like this, which is a recreational area, is dangerous. They would naturally let their children run free, for example, and that's just the nature of children. They explore things and everything else. They could quite easily trip up on this sand and hit their head on the metal railings. I can't understand. Look, Gerald Vernon Jackson and Lee Hunt promised that this would be maintained every day to ensure that the sand isn't here, right?
They're the ones to go back to then?
Yeah, no. Portsmouth City Council has a statutory duty to protect the people of Portsmouth. Yeah. And Portsmouth City Council pays out a fabulous amount of money because of liabilities. All I'm just saying is, can't we reduce the liability by ensuring this is cleared up every day? Why can't it be cleared up every day?
I don't see why it can't be cleared up every day.
Well, why isn't it? It's been like this for ages.
I would assume, I'm only assuming that it's to do with cost.
It's cost. So what we're doing is we're putting money before safety.
Well, not necessarily. The maintenance inside, I think, is due to the cost of it.
Yeah, but outside I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the problem is that this sand is coming through, isn't it? It's blowing up here, you can see it there, it's all coming through. But if the sand was raked a bit more level, then perhaps that would solve this problem to a point. But you're still going to get it until you protect the
But why isn't it but why isn't it properly planned in the first place? We're having this problem. We've got additional costs where we've got people like Dave, you know, they're here to do a job. They can only do X amount of time, and then, as you said to me earlier, it has to be a variation, which is an additional cost. How much, just a matter of interest, does this cost to maintain, would you know?
I really don't.
Right, the bowling greens we were told were stopped, and there was like a swap. Yeah. Because it costs a lot of money to maintain the bowling greens. With this amount of regular damage, wouldn't you say the cost is the equivalent, or if not more, considering it's impinging on the tennis courts?
I don't have the information to give you an opinion on that.
All right.
So, you know, I know that the cost of maintenance will be fairly high, so it needs to be raked or moved on a daily basis, Dave?
But that's not raked on a daily basis.
No, it's not at the moment.
No, there's no...
But in order to stop this build-up in the corner and get it flat and level, it will take someone, once it's been done with a digger, with a rake, you know, I'd say daily, really, depending on the wind and...
So what about the tennis courts?
Again, I don't know what the regime is on the tennis courts. That would be
but Portsmouth City Council... Oh, because Portsmouth City Council's put this here. Yeah. It's causing a danger to the people who are playing on the tennis courts. They may not know how dangerous it is until they start playing, slip over, hurt themselves, and then we've got a potential claim against Portsmouth City Council, which costs them, the taxpayer, an inordinate amount of money.
I totally agree that if that's the way things run, then it shouldn't go like that. But this court here should have a maintenance regime.
It had a maintenance regime, but this is put up, and now it's caused huge problems.
But then this needs to change to encompass that. If this
Why
was
does
my
that have to
site,
change?
This was my inspection, and I was here and I felt that was dangerous, then I'd be banging the drum saying, right, we need to up the regime on this and get it swept every day because of this.
It's cause and effect though, isn't it? That's what it's about, it's cause and effect. Why have we got a huge amount of costs here? Right, now it's costing more to maintain those tennis courts because of the volleyball courts. Now, I would say with respect that the tennis courts are probably used because it's a it's a service, more than the volleyball courts. We've got greens up there that are not being maintained due to cost. Okay, fair enough. You don't know what the costs are.
I don't know what the costs are. I know that the cost of this would be a fair cost because I know that we've got playgrounds with the wood chipping in, and they're raked, and there is maintenance done to it to make sure you don't get hollow.
What about all the sand on the grass?
Sand on the grass would just be left, but this will then build up and need some maintenance, I assume.
So that's additional. No, but that's common sense. It's additional cost, isn't it?
Where we've got sand pits, it builds up.
Cheers. Thank you.
Mark.
Cheers. Thank you. This is Mark Austin from HancocksFollies.com. It's a council officer being blatantly obvious, plus another member of the public. A contractor. The costs of maintaining these volleyball courts are manifestly huge. What is going on? What is Gerald Vernon Jackson and Lee Hunt up to? They promised to maintain this area. We've got it themselves. Portsmouth City Council do not feel that these highways are a danger. I totally disagree. There again, to be fair to the council employee, that's his opinion, and that is his opinion alone. But there again, these people are responsible for reporting back the issues. Mark Austin, Hancock's Follies and Portsmouth City Council not working for you under the leadership of Gerald Vernon Jackson and the portfolio holder for culture and leisure who's responsible for this mess, Lee Hunt. Thank you.